Today let us talk about the blessing called Tisha B'Av. We experience Tisha B'Av as one of the worst days in the lives of the Jewish people. That experience came because for no reason the Jewish nation cried when the spies, 10 of them from the 12, brought a negative report about the land of Israel. This day was when the temples were destroyed. But I want to tell you about the blessing aspect of Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av is level 3. Level 1 is when God created the world, He permitted human existence to experience God the way they can experience. For example, some people, they look at the sun, think sun god. That energy, they call it a god. Then came the Torah experience for the Jewish people. It made us understand that all the powers come from one source, and that's God. From that day onwards, the Jewish nation is not allowed to use the word God for anything else. Hashem Echad. That is our basis. The second commandment was do not make idols. It was limiting us and giving us an insight that you define God and limit Him, and then you will never ever experience Him in His true reality. That was level 2, the experience of the nation which says one God and no idol. And now comes Tisha B'Av, the highest experience. I want to use the words of the Haftarah, Chazon Yeshayahu. He says, a bullock knows its master. When a bullock is being fed by his master, he recognizes its master and is ready to take up the yoke even if it is painful. The donkey recognizes that it has an owner, at least when he gets the beating from the owner. And you Jews don't know me. This is how God is now telling. Our greatest of our sages don't know God. What is that? Why did he say that? I don't know God at all. So now we have to understand that when the Torah is speaking, It is God's voice. That God's voice is interpreted by me, and what's happening here is man's voice. The man's voice will put God into the realm of emotions, into the realm of physicality, in the realm of morality, love. This is how we are going to define him. How can a person who is deaf appreciate music? He will appreciate with his limitations. So, Tisha B'Av is that day which tells me that I am limited, and my experiential God that I am allowed to experience all throughout the year, I have to stop somewhere because of my limitations. I never experience him. I never know him. I can never experience who my boss is, who my creator is because of that. So it takes me one step ahead. It doesn't mean that I am a heretic all throughout the year. I am permitted. I put him in emotional ways. I think in physical ways. I am not allowed to make an idol. I don't make 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. I don't do that. I know that the source is one, God is one. I don't make an idol. But then I define the human voice is giving me ideas, and I experience and connect to him in the ways possible for me. But that day comes, Tisha B'Av, which reminds me it's a human voice. And our sages said the second temple was destroyed because of Sinat Chinam. Sinat Chinam is because of human voice. Because we have our understanding, and our understanding differs from understanding of other people. And then if you don't respect his understanding, that is Sinat Chinam. If we respect each other's understanding, because we are inspired by God himself. Throughout the year, we are inspired. We are thinking. We are not heretics because we think him in terms of morality, in terms of physicality, in terms of emotions. We are not heretics. But that one day reminds me there is level 3. There is a higher level that you don't recognize me on that level, because it's just like a deaf cannot appreciate music. So it is that level that makes you understand that God is beyond your intelligence, beyond. But at least that day reflects the truth, and that truth we can't handle. It destroys our temple. It destroys our existence on that day. That experience of that one day is telling me to once again start from zero. It is that way that we can really go up the ladder. We don't have any other way. So Tisha B'Av is that experience which will bring Mashiach into the world. I hope you liked it. I respect your opinions too. Thank you. Bye. Somkal.